you. I remember that morning we got up like 3 in the morning because it was like battle time. But you know what?
So,
We were so sure you were gonna win. Kaya excited kami magising.
super! As in, baliktad ng oras, no? And us candidates were up all night, and it's so excited to see na it's Miss Universe season na naman after what feels like so long.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. No, a year and a half. So, Kat,
Yes.
I know you watched the preliminary competition. Tell us your
Yes.
overall thoughts sa mga girls. What did you see stood out? What was different in comparison to your time?
Well, I mean, in comparison to my time, I think just the setting, because in my time I was able to have so many people able to watch, and it's a different energy when you have that audience aspect. But of course, given the climate now with COVID, they're taking the precautions, less people. But I really want to applaud the Miss Universe organization because that energy was still there.
That's true.
In terms of the performers, I feel like this is a performing batch. There is a great amount of girls who really are doing their best. You can see that they're hungry to bring the crown home to their country. And of course, our Miss Philippines, Rabia, she is fighting. And that is what I love so much about her. You can see she's taking her strengths, and she's really putting it up there every single moment that she can. So I think that she's going to make us very, very proud.
All right, speaking of strengths, what do you think are the biggest strengths of Rabia, having seen her in the prelim, and who else did you see stood out? Kasi alam ko, Kat, di ba, sabi mo nga on stage, when you're there, you know whether you're one of the top contenders, and you know who also is your strongest competition, di ba? Sinabi mo sa akin yon. So, could you see that watching the prelim?
Definitely a glimpse, but I also want to interject that the interview plays a very big role in determining who our first cut in the semifinals will be. So I have no doubt that Rabia could have done very well in her interview. She's an eloquent speaker. She has a lot of stories to tell, and I have no doubt that she really came across really well to the judges, and so her placement in the semis, I'm not worried about at all because she delivered on stage also. That being said, there are so many other performers out there, and I think that this batch is really going to give us an exciting competition.
Yeah, so actually what not a lot of people know is that yung closed door interview with the judges that happened, like last week, is actually 50%, right?
Yes.
Factor to determine the top 21. Diba? So the closed door and the prelim.
Yes, it makes sense then, because if you look at the rating at the moment for One More Day, Salty Beanie, given that the whole world really shut down because of the COVID pandemic, she had to be a spokesperson from an online platform point of view. So you can see how important eloquent communication and being an accurate representation of the brand of Miss Universe and the causes that they really work towards is so important in the role and the job of being a Miss Universe. And so you can see why interview is weighed so highly.
Yeah, so I guess for this upcoming Miss Universe, the speaking and the part is going to be very key also given the new environment that we live in today's world, di ba?
Yeah, but I'm actually surprised there's no opening speech, which I really look forward to. But I also guess it might be to safeguard against sharing microphones, since the first cut is 20, that would require 10, 20 different mics. So I kind of guess maybe that's the reason why it's being done in this format. But I really look forward to seeing the girls speak on stage because it's different. In closed door, it's a more intimate setting. And then when it's on stage, it's the nerves, it's the grace under pressure. And I feel that's when the real diamonds of the batch are really revealed.
Okay, before we let you go, I'm going to ask you your best tip right now. If you were Rabia, like walking out to the finals competition, after I'm almost sure she's gonna make the top 21. So then it's just gonna be the swimsuit that's gonna determine the cut to 10. So what kind of mindset should she have, Kat?
She should. Well, when I was going out, I would pray every single time I would step out onto that stage, because at that point you've prepared all that you can prepare, and you should have in your mind everything that needs to be there. So it's really to go out and give your best. I know that she has very high expectations of herself. You can
Yes.
see that she has a perfectionist mentality. She's a performer. But I would really hope that she would go out and enjoy the moment, because it is such a once in a lifetime opportunity, and there's really not anything else she can prepare for, because she's there now. So just keeping in her heart how proud we are of her, the country she's representing, how well she's done so far. I hope that that would be her buoyancy when she steps out on stage, and I hope that we can see that in her aura and her energy.
All right. Well, we definitely saw that with you when you walked out on stage. You were having fun out there.
Yes.
And of course, the cherry on top of the cake, you took the title. So let's pray that Rabia has that same aura too. Kat, we're going to be talking to you after the show. So I know we're going to be watching from different countries, but thank you so much, and we'll see you after the show. Catriona
Yes,
Gray.
see you after.
Maraming salamat.